Hello and welcome to your super speedy lower body, inner thighs, outer thighs, glutes, quick Pilates routine. If we haven't met before, my name is Emma. I am a qualified instructor who happens to be registered blind. So my guide dog is actually outside sunbathing in the tiny little sunspot he found. But yeah, it does mean that he might pot around, but I think he's just going to sunbathe if I'm honest. So hopefully it won't distract you too much. But yes, let's get ready to go. This is a routine that you might want to repeat a couple of times over. But yeah, nice quick one to get those legs working. So when you're ready, let's go. We're going to start on our back. And I just actually filmed a blindfolded Pilates routine this week. So it might be your new thing now. You might think, yeah, this is the way forward. Or if you're visually impaired like me or blind, it might mean you're a little restricted with vision anyway. And if you're blind, then obviously totally blind, then you might not need the blindfold. But I'm going to leave that video down below because it's a really interesting one. So maybe you have your blindfold on, maybe you'll just close down your eyes. And we're going to lay on our back. And just find where you're in the center of your mat. I'm always slightly wonky, but yeah. Let the back of the head melt into the mat where you have this tiny little gap underneath the lower back. You have a little gap the back of the neck. You have this tiny little gap underneath the lower back. And you're gonna bend your knees so your feet are grounded into the mat. Your legs are a little closer in, so your heels are underneath your knees, and your feet and your knees are about a tennis ball distance apart, a fist distance. Let your hands rest onto your hip bones. They're nice and level. And take a nice deep breath in through the nose for me, filling out your rib cage. On the exhale, pull your belly button away from your clothing, press into the feet, squeeze through the glutes and bridge your hips all the way up for me so the weight is on your shoulders. And then deep breath in, tap the hips back down to the floor. We go again, we exhale, ground into the feet, squeeze, lift the hips up and tap back down. We go again, squeezing up and tapping down. And as we squeeze up, try to roll your hip bones down and in towards you, towards your rib cage a little more. So you're not arching through your back. Lift and lower. Good. On the next one, stay lifted. Do tiny little pulses up for 10, dropping just the teeniest tiny bit, and you squeeze back up again. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, keep those knees in line. 4, 3, squeeze a bit more. 2, 1, and lower all the way down. Good. Roll onto your side for me. So like I said, this is a super quick one, so you might want to do this routine again, but we're going to do some stuff on the side first. So you're basically in the same position but on your side. So the feet are tucked behind you. So the soles of your feet, the back of your pelvis and your upper body that you're now going to lay into the mat is lined up with the back of the mat. Let your head melt into your hands. You can have your underneath arm wherever you need and have this sense of lengthening and lifting through your waist so you're nice and light. Imagine you've got a drink stacked on top of the pelvis, facing up to the ceiling, so you don't now want it to drop back, you want to keep it facing up. As you open the knees, keep the inner part of the feet squeezing together and close the knees back down. We go again, open and close. Roll your shoulder back and down so it's not, I do this a lot, it rounds forwards. Opening out through the chest and only go back as far as you feel you can without your hips dropping back. And you might even want to add a resistance band here as well. Good. Close the legs. Bring your shins now to the front of the mat. So the shins and the feet are lined up with the front. And this time we're going to lift the leg up and drop it back down. Lift the leg up, drop it down. So you're keeping it in this lovely little right angle as you lift. And lower, lift and lower. Can we feel that sense of lift through our waist, On the next one, lift the leg up. We're going to kiss the thighs together. Foot goes up to the ceiling. Then we open, bring the inside of the feet together. We bring the thighs together. And then open, bring the feet together. But try not to roll off of your pelvis and arch away from the mat too much. Try to keep the gap underneath your waist the same. 2. 1, getting that lovely swivel into your hip socket and close the leg down. Cross the leg over, give the hips a little release, and let's go on the other side. So we're going to line ourselves up with the other side of the mat, just on the other side. You're still sunbathing. Soles of the feet, back of the hips, back of the upper body is lined with the back of the mat. Oh, there's a big dent in this mat. I wonder what that was. We're going to lift up through the waist, bring the outside of the feet together, feel the pelvis stacked, hip bones stacked, and we're going to open the knees, squeeze the inside of the feet together and close. And as we do this, just notice maybe whether this side is already feeling different to the other side. You might find that you got one side like me where you can open the knee a little bit more, and one side where you feel more restricted, which is completely normal. And we think about length through the spine, trying to almost lighten the weight through the upper body. Good, line the shins with the front of the mat. This time we continue lifting up and lowering back down. Am I even lined up? Yes. For me, being registered blind, I still have some sight, but like now I can't see the camera in front of me. All I can really see are some lights above me. And then if I was to stand and go close, like when I teach, I walk around the room, then I can see people. But from here, I'm not really seeing that much. So what was my point? I don't know what my point was. Let's kiss the thighs together and open the knees. Was it that I'm more focused on the feel of the movement? Is that what I was going to say? I don't know. We're rotating in that hip socket. Bring the thighs together. Open, tap the feet together. Thighs. And inside of the feet, can you lift your waist a little more? And last one. Hi. And then rest down. Good timing, hey? You telling me we're done? Thanks for saving me. Oh, I was just going to show a lovely down dog puppy stretch. Okay. You're done. Let's come up. Take a moment to sit nice and tall. We're going to swivel around. We're going to ground the feet into the mat and take a little glute stretch. So actually you can roll onto your back to do this. Feet are grounded into the floor, knees are bent. Hook your left leg over the right, so just above the ankle, it's rested on your right thigh. Let the knee open out, but keep the hips where they are. Flex your feet, this may be enough, or hug your back leg in for me, as tight as you can. You can also do this where you're up on your forearms, but the right foot is still grounded, or up on the hands as well. If you want to bring your upper body to your legs rather than your legs to your upper body. Good, switch to the other side. Just a nice little glute stretch. And just take a moment to breathe. You can let your abs that you're pulling in, hopefully, relax. Untuck the legs. Maybe give your legs a little circle one way, back the other. But other than that, bring yourself up to seated. You are done. So you might want to repeat that routine a couple more times, or you might want to add it on to another routine like upper body or abs. I've got loads of stuff. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down below if you did, and let me know what you'd like to see next. But yeah, have a great day otherwise. Take care. Bye.